Assistive technology for students with disabilities is a very rapidly growing field. This is the other PowerPoint 2 for Chapter 6. So the idea of defining assistive technology and giving examples of devices and services is going to be important for you as you work in your classrooms and or therapy settings. So the second outcome here says that you should be able to describe how assistive technology supports the idea of universal design for learning. And UDL, again, is one of those areas in special ed where inclusively students with disabilities are able to have similar outcomes because the playing field is leveled. So some things to think about are listed here. You can do this self-assessment reflection on your own, but how has technology made your life easier? And what really is the difference between technology that helps and technology that assists? If you had a disability, what do you believe would be the most challenging disability, and how would technology assist you in functioning if you had that disability? Briefly, when we talk about assistive technology, when we are looking at the history of it, consider prior to 1900 as the foundation period. Now you're listening to a soundtrack of Peter Pan, and when you think of Peter Pan, you might think of Captain Hook. If you were to think of Captain Hook, what types of assistive technology might he have had, and or other individuals, aka pirates of the day, used? Okay. We also know that many of the medical professionals experimented with the use of wood not only for crutches and prosthetics, but there are stories of dentures being made out of wood. Anyway, those are all assistive devices. We also know that it's becoming, and did become in the 1900s, much more of an area where assistive technology was developed because computers became part of the everyday establishment. Telephones, other kinds of technology became much more available to the masses of society. And since the early to mid 70s, it's been called the empowerment period in assistive technology, because it not only is available and provides access, but it also provides opportunity, opens doors that were not open before. Assistive technology has tons of definitions that are the result of 1980s legislation. Assistive technology includes both devices that are produced or those that are modified or customized to assist people with disabilities. It also includes assistive technology service, which may be those evaluations that are conducted in school settings, whether it's for hearing, vision, speech kinds of devices that might be necessary. A service also includes purchasing or leasing, retrofitting, coordinated training. All of those items that you see here are considered part of the service that a student with a disability would have access to because of assistive technology. Additionally, it also includes adapting equipment. It might include specific instructional technology, and again, whether we're talking whiteboards or we're talking chalk, it will depend upon the needs of the student and the availability of technology in the setting. Universal design is that area where products and services become universally available to all people without having to redesign them. We're talking about doors that open automatically. We're talking about lights that come on when people enter a room. Those are the kinds of things that architecturally are considered universal design. We're also talking about academically digital products that we can hear and see and enlarge, and all of those ways that assist people who have unique disabilities. So when we're talking about the actual universal design, we're talking about being available, flexible, simple and intuitive, being tolerant of errors, using low physical effort. Universal design does draw on architecture and brain research, and that it increases flexibility and decreases barriers. A really important quote here: for people without disabilities, technology makes things easier, but for people with disabilities, technology makes things possible. I'm going to give you a little bit of an assignment here, and I want you to look at assistive technology from A to Z. Using every letter of the alphabet, create a list of technology, devices, and services that might be considered accommodations. Now we have high tech and we have low tech. A pencil might be an accommodation if it has a grip on it. A wheelchair would be an accommodation or assistive technology. It might be a wheelchair that is manually motated, or it might be an automatic electronic wheelchair. So we have P and W. Let's see if you can come up with all the rest of the letters of the alphabet.